Okay, we're going to talk about why big league hitters lean back, okay? I ask people all the time, you've seen Adrian Beltre hit home runs on one knee before, right? And they all answer, yes, I've seen that. And I say, no, you haven't. Your naked eye has not seen Adrian Beltre hit home runs on one knee. Big league hitters are taught to drive the back knee down and in towards the front knee. So what you see is, you see a forward press with the backside, and then you see the front foot landing on the inside ball of the foot, but when the hands snap, he leans so far back, and this leg pushes him backwards that he's driving through it and getting more extension, and he leans so far back that he ends up falling. But the ball was gone way before he ever got to one knee. So a lot of people ask me, why do you teach your hitters to lean? It's not my method. I did not invent baseball. I did not create nor invent science. If you study and do research and you understand Newton's third law, every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. There's got to be some force and some reason, a purpose of why big league hitters go this way, but they throw their hands in the barrel that way. So I tell all of my students that I want them to go watch a crash test dummy commercial. Crash test dummy commercial, that's right. Go find a television commercial. You can go on YouTube and find it. It's for car safety, right? But when the car hits the brick wall, what does the car do? A lot of people tell me the car does this when it hits the brick wall. It folds. It doesn't do that. What it does first is it hits the brick wall, and there's a brace effect, and the car bounces backwards before it does this. Just like you see on instant replay with bats, the ball's coming in slow motion, the instant replay shows you that the bat is bending backwards, right? But then my force with my top hand, being the gas pedal, has to accelerate through this pitch in order for this ball to not keep my bat driving this way. I got to accelerate through there. I got to speed it up. So when you look at the crash test dummy commercial and the car bounces backwards and starts to crumble, what does the dummy do inside the car if he's not wearing a seatbelt? If he's not wearing a seatbelt. So when the car bounces backwards, here's the car, my body's the car. When the car hits the brick wall, it bounces backwards. But the dummy, not wearing a seatbelt, flies through the windshield, right? So think about that equal and opposite reaction there. The car went this way, but where'd the dummy go? This way. So this way with the car, dummy goes this way. There's got to be some science behind that. So as a hitter, your body is the car. Follow me? Your hands, your barrel is the dummy. Stay with me here. When your body presses forward, boom, that's the rate of speed of that car crashing into that brick wall. But when you get your front foot down, you're going to stay behind that. That's the brick wall. Now, when you go to hit, you got to throw your body and lean back through contact. When you go to snap your hands, you got to push back. Boom. This is the dummy. This is the car. The car is going to go backwards, and the dummy is going to fly through the windshield. That's the equal and opposite reaction to that piece. So, boom, there it is. So, in basketball, we talk about lock and pop to our hitters. When the basketball player has to create energy from his feet through his fingertips, he creates energy here, he locks, energy travels up the leg, through the latissimus, boom. There, snap, lock and pop, transfer energy, gets the ball all the way from his hand into the hoop. There was force put behind that. When you pitch, when your hand snaps, this leg will snap at the same time. So watch my leg here. You're going to boom, lock and pop that to get the chest over the front side. Boom. So why don't you do the same thing when the foot lands? You should take that front foot on the inside ball of your foot and really drive it back, and that's when it's going to lock. same as it is from here to there to this. So there it is. That's my definition of lean. And as a hitter, you got to make sure you keep simple, short words in your mind that you can go up in your brain and grab that word and you know the meaning of it, but it's so short and simple that your brain is not clouded when you're in the batter's box. The worst thing you can do in the batter's box is think mechanics. If you have that going on in your head, you need to call timeout, step out, take a deep breath, review the game situation again, what the process is here, and get back in the box and stay focused on the process. So the lean is very simple. It's easy to teach, and you are going to see the ball really start to explode off of your hitter's bats. Another thing that the lean does is you got a guy spinning off and he can't figure out how to keep his shoulders here and really finish and follow through and stay here on it. If I lean and tilt against this front hip, if I'm pushing backwards, how am I going to go back and keep going this way at the same time? Pretty hard to do that. So that's another way for your hitters to stay through the ball longer to get the maximum extension. So lean back at contact and lean back through it. We'll load, we'll unload, and we'll get here in the knob, and then we'll throw the top hand past your bottom hand, and you'll lean back, boom, and then you're done. I want you to look at Prince Fielder, look at Barry Bonds, look at Jorge Posada, look at all the hitters who have plus power, okay, plus power. There's something there that drives those balls 340 feet, 444 feet, 500 feet, 345, 335 down the right field line. Whatever those dimensions look like at your park, how are you going to drive the baseball, okay? So make sure you understand where to direct your energy, stay through the ball, and keep your energy going in a straight line towards where you want to hit it. Doesn't matter if it's outside, middle, or inside.